What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. Guys, in today's video, we want to talk about the disrespectful nature of some of the people that are guests in the country and the rule of law. I mean, guys, this is shocking. This is shocking. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah, we're family, right? Holla. People, imagine this, right? You have a group of Pakistanis and Bangladeshi people protesting, demonstrating in a country that's not theirs. Guys, I don't know what the level of disrespect, the level of entitlement, the level of sheer boldness. I don't know where they get the nerve. I don't know where they get the guts to protest in a country where they are guests. You do not disrespect someone's home just because you have a business in that home. It's like it's like they have this idea that because they have shops here, that they are doing us a favor. And that is further from the truth. Guys, we cannot go to America. We cannot go to the UK. We can go to China. And you won't find any African nation. I don't do it. I don't know if it's even possible for black people in China, black people in Russia, black people in America. And I'm talking about foreign people, where the police will allow them to actually protest and demonstrate. And guys, I mean, crime is crime. I totally get it. Every country has its issues and all that, but not just the level of crime, the nature of the crimes that have been committed by outsiders. It's dude, it's puzzling. One thing I must say, right, is that at some point I don't even blame the foreigners for doing whatever they're doing because basically this is their home. They see it as their home. So they want a better life for all, including themselves, right? So who do you blame? So let's blame the government. So the government decided we are going to treat everyone fairly, equally, with dignity and respect. Not a problem. I totally agree with that, right? However, the people that are being treated with dignity, respect, and equality and all these niceties, right? Are they treating the country? Are they treating the citizens of said country with dignity, respect, and equality? No, they're not. Guys, firstly, how do you come to a country? Start selling, not even start selling, start manufacturing your own products, knock off products, fake products, and the nerve to sell expired products just because you want to maximize profits. You don't throw away waste products. Now, what you call it? Products that didn't sell, like your slow moving products, right? So you would rather sell expired goods, rotten goods to people just so that you can make money. Now, if that in itself is not a crime, or just if that's not disrespect, what the hell is? And how can this be allowed to persist, guys? You know what I mean? It's heartbreaking that we have a government that is so focused on other issues like corruption, like money laundering. They're just trying to fatten and line their pockets. And yet People are dying almost every single day due to food poisoning. And it's not even by the hand of their own people. That's the scary part. You know, the funny thing is this, right? They will say the government will say there's not enough staff, there's not enough manpower, there's not enough things to go around and check all these things. Totally agree. Totally agree. Totally agree. When it was COVID, where did all the manpower come from? Please tell me that. As soon as you got COVID, all of a sudden there was phone calls coming your way. Oh, we heard you got COVID. Oh, we see you got COVID. Oh, this, all that. They were on it like flies. Now that expired goods killing people, where are all those people? Why are they not on it like flies now? So is our government being selective of what they choose to attend to and what they choose to leave to rot out there? Now, like I said, I don't blame the foreigners for doing this because they're getting given a lot of leeway to get away with whatever they're getting away from. Dude, can these people do what they're doing in their countries? Can they do that? Like what they're doing here in South Africa, can they even try to do that in their countries of birth, their countries of origin? I don't think so. So why do it here? Why do it here? That's what I'm not thinking. That's what I'm not trying to understand. Why have the gall, the guts to do it in South Africa? Why? Is it because the rules are lax? Is it because the government is ineffective? Is it because there's no police, visible policing? Is it just taking advantage? Is it just a way of beating the system? Another shocking thing that came across was that the Pakistani or Bangladeshi nationals, one of the two, I'm not sure, had their own home affairs office in Bloemfontein. Guys, how? I mean, look, guys, I totally understand. Look, I totally get it. I totally get it. We are so slow. We are not criminally minded. We do not know how these sophisticated things work. We don't know how to work the internet and to do all these. I totally get it. Totally get it. So people take advantage of us. Totally get it. But we do have a police force and we do have a national intelligence agency and we do have all these other security agencies that are supposed to look into all these things to prevent crime from happening on a large scale. They may not be able to prevent crime, but at least they can work on reducing crime or at least acknowledging and giving a heads up before crimes are committed or while crimes are being committed or curbing crime while crime is still in its infancy stages. But no, it's like these people are paying people to look the other way. And I think that is the crux of the matter because you cannot have a situation where thousands of foreign nationals are operating as if they are in their own home countries. Now, I'm not saying they should be treated differently, but there's just certain rules, codes of conduct that if I'm not in my home, I just cannot. Dude, if I'm visiting someone's home, just because the owner is sitting with his feet on the table doesn't mean that I must now come and also put my feet on the table. That's just disrespectful. Just because we go visiting to a friend's house and the wife of my friend is busy cooking in the kitchen, that doesn't give my wife or girlfriend the right to just jump in there, open her pots, and also start stirring and checking and tasting or whatever. It doesn't do that. It does not work like that. So why are the foreigners getting given so much leeway and so much? Dude, come on. This is now just disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to sound bad. You don't want to sound hurtful and harmful, but when you see such things happening, it's shocking that the level of disrespect. I mean, guys, come on. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. First, the illegal miners. Now, the illegal Pakistanis and the Bangladeshis. And what next? I mean, really, guys, what next? What next? Do we even need to? Do we even need to Do we even need to ask what's next? Because we already know what's next. Even if it doesn't happen, we know it's going to happen. That's just where we're at now. Do you understand what I mean? It's sad that we have a non-visible police force, right? They're trying now that Big Kelly is gone. At least now they're more visible than when he was there. And yet he's the one who spoke so militant, that is now going to operate like a soldier, like an army, and this is corporal and sergeant, this and that. But they were ineffective under him. Now with the new minister of police, he's not so militant, and yet they're more effective. So my question is, guys, what are we doing to prevent more actions like this from happening in the future? Because at some point, South Africa has to lay down the law. And if we don't lay down the law, this is going to continue happening. So my question is this: if you can't do what you are doing here, if you can't do that in your country, what gives you the right, the nerve, the balls, the gall, the guts to even think of doing such a thing here, let alone do it? Just thinking about it alone. Really now, guys? Yeah, man. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Guys, you know we're family, right? Come on now. Holla. Okay, so the pros of having foreigners doing as they please in South Africa. Number one, it opens our eyes to the crimes we didn't know that could possibly exist. So that's a good thing. Number two, it makes you it makes you it makes you alert and become aware of your surroundings. It makes you aware of the things you're purchasing. It makes you aware of the type of people, the type of threat you are dealing with. And last and not least, it really makes you become almost socially awakened, right? Because now you realize that the government or the police force are ineffective, and therefore we have to mobilize to avoid further deaths and further criminal activities happening within our communities. So you see, every cloud has a silver lining. So not all bad things are bad things or end in bad things, because some bad things actually end up in good things. And such good things could be the awakening of what we didn't know, the knowledge of what we didn't know, and the visibility and active proactiveness of societies when they see bad things happening within our communities. So let's remember, that's what we need to do from now, guys. We need to be vigilant, and we need to be aware of our surroundings and the people that move into our neighborhoods and the activities that go on within our neighborhoods. We always have to remember that. Guys, please be vigilant. Next, we get into the cons. You know how we do. Everything has to have a positive and a negative. We operate like a battery. We have a positive charge and a negative. Where there's a pull, there's a push. So that is how we operate. Next, we get into the cons. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Hello. People, the negative thing about having foreigners in the country, right? Not just any foreigners, but disrespectful, criminally minded, and just outright ignorant, entitled foreigners, is that they bring an entire community into disarray. Guys, it feels bad when your child or your family member is affected by crime that has been committed by someone who's not from the country. Now, crime is crime. Don't get me wrong. Crime is crime. If a local kills another local, that's bad on its own. But there's an added layer that when it's done by a foreigner, oh man, guys, you know how bad? Do you know how bad that feels? Do you know how, guys? It's saddening that our country's been overrun. Well, South Africa's been overrun by criminal elements, and it's not to say that there's no local criminals. Trust me, there's local criminals. And South Africa's always had a huge crime problem. But to be honest and to be fair, there are certain crimes that South Africans didn't know of or South Africans didn't commit. They may have known about them, but they didn't know how to implement those criminal activities because of the sophistication levels, or they didn't have the connections, or they didn't have the networks. But now it seems like the foreign elements are bringing foreign crimes that were unknown to locals. And now the locals are being roped into these things. And now that even if the foreigners are taken out, the locals who now help them now have the know-how to carry on implementing those what used to be foreign crimes. So the negative thing, guys, is like, man, this is a never-ending cycle of bad cop versus good cop, cops and robbers. I just don't know where to end with this, guys. I really don't know. It's just sad, guys. But I mean, every time a South African goes to Thailand, Brazil with drugs, guys, we condemn that in the highest possible way. South Africans cannot be putting South Africa in a bad light. I mean, we condemn that in the strongest way possible. South Africa does not negotiate the release of drug mules. That's just the way South Africa operates. You know what I mean? And I cannot, and people that have been put on the death penalty, South Africa doesn't plead their cases because they're guilty of whatever they were guilty of. You understand what I'm saying? So why can't we introduce harsher penalties for these crimes that are being committed in South Africa? Because the criminals are not playing games. They're here, they're serious. They're after their money. They're here to make money at any cost. Guys, even if lives are lost, they don't care as long as they're making their money. So if we have a government that's still lenient and saying, oh, let's be lenient, we have to think about human rights. Your citizens are being killed for carrying drugs in other countries. What about the human rights there? So when their citizens come here and they do all these crimes, yeah, we must be, oh, we take the high ground, the moral high ground. No, we cannot kill them because they are human beings just like we are. You wouldn't like to be killed and that. But your citizens are being harmed. Your citizens are being shot dead. Your citizens are being given a lethal injection. How does that work? Please explain to me. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we're family, right? Holla.